Hey guys, it's Double Destiny, and I'm back with another story. And this one, I hope that you'll learn something from it. So, when I was 18, I had just graduated high school, and things weren't that great at home with my parents. So, I really wanted to move out and be on my own. So a friend at high school actually told me her father had bought a mail order bride. I know. I didn't know what to think. I thought it was weird that he actually bought a woman to be his wife. And as weird as I thought it was, I started to think about it for a few days and realized, wait, I think I want to be one of those. So I never really thought anything would come of it. So I signed up anyway on this website. After only being on the website for 3 days, I got a bid. I was pretty shocked, but look, I needed a one-way ticket out of this place and I needed it fast. So whoever it was that was going to buy me, I was happy to be bought. By the way, I had no money either. I was young and stupid, and I would do anything to just get away from my parents. It's not cheap to buy a mail order bride. So the guy who bought me, he paid like $9,500 for me, and I mean that's what I was asking for, so I took it. He had messaged me and I talked to him. He shared with me his address and that he was going to buy me a plane ticket and bring me to where he lived. So he lived in Costa Rica, and he really just wanted a North American girl. He didn't have a huge preference, that was a must. And he had a lot of money, okay? Like, a lot. He lived in a mansion. So let me just give you the rundown. The things that I knew about him were he was 67 years old, he had 4 adult children, and was widowed for 10 years, I believe. I leave my parents a note. I pack all my things and I get on that plane to Costa Rica. And I really wish I didn't. Because when I got there, it was not what I expected at all. I mean, it was a really nice house that he lived in, but when I first met him, like, in person, I was like, I can't do this. I mean, he was obviously older, I knew that, but he was just so creepy, and I just didn't want him to touch me or anything. And he didn't come on to me that much. I mean, he tried. So he tries to kiss me like on the neck and stuff, and I just can't have any of it. So I literally just push him away. Like I just physically get him off of me. And that's when I sensed he was kind of, I don't know, not angry, but like he knew that, you know, I was his and that I had to do what he said. So after I pushed him off of me, he pretty much said that you're mine and you're gonna do what I want. And I was kind of scared. I was really scared. My actual first instinct was to get out, but There was no way I would, like, it was guarded with like gates and everything, and there was no one around either. Like, he was in this giant house all by himself. Like, there were no, I did not see any maids, nothing. Like, literally just him and me. He comes and takes my hand and brings me to what turns out to be my room. And my room is literally the size of a closet next to what is the laundry room. And I can't believe, like, why am I going to be sleeping in this tiny room? Oh, I'm tired. I just flew all the way to Costa Rica to meet this rich man who doesn't seem to be very nice at all, and I just want to lay on my bed. I'm tired, and he's like, "What are you doing? I didn't pay $9,000 for you to lay on the bed." And I'm just so confused. And he's like, "You need to get to work." Now, I don't know, maybe it was because earlier I kind of like rejected him almost, he felt. So he's like, "If you're not gonna love me, you're gonna clean my house." He pretty much bought a slave. That's pretty much all it was. I was his maid, and I had to clean this giant ass house. He shows me where all his cleaning supplies are, and I am on my knees scrubbing these marble floors like for hours. I am literally up till 3 a.m. cleaning this big dirty house. And finally I just decide, okay, that's enough. He has gone off to I don't know where. So I go back to my room because I'm like, I can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. I did not become a mail order bride to just become a maid, okay? So I go back to my little closet-sized room. All my stuff was gone. My suitcase was, everything I brought was gone. So I couldn't call my parents because I really wanted to. I mean, I don't care how bad things were. I really needed them because I needed to get out of there. I didn't know what he was gonna make me do next, but I was really scared. I am exhausted. I don't know what to do, but if I can do anything, it's just lay down and get some rest. So I'm asleep probably a few hours, and it's 6 a.m. and I wake up to cold water splashed my face. He literally took a bucket of cold water and poured it on my face, and to wake me up and say, "Where's my breakfast?" And then I get up and my door's gone too. I don't have a door. So he kind of just pushes me towards the kitchen. And this isn't like the kitchen, kitchen. It's the maid's quarters kitchen. It's freezing cold, and he wouldn't even give me slippers for the cold floor. I make him his breakfast, and I bring it upstairs to him while he lays in his big, giant, fancy bed. And he's completely naked and says, "Thanks, hon." I wanted to vomit. It was disgusting. I'm cleaning the house that day, and he comes up to me and says that he'll be leaving the house to go into town for a few hours, and that I need to clean his room. I wait till the very second till he leaves. I look out the window to see when his car goes because I need to investigate this house to see who this person really is. And once he's gone, I go up to his bedroom. I'm cleaning his bedroom. Everything looks fine, and I'm making his bed. And I find my underwear in his bed. And that's when I'm like, this guy's a sicko and I need to get the hell out of here. So I am snooping hardcore, going through all his things, opening drawers, and I find sleeping pills. I take the bottle of sleeping pills and I tuck them in my bra because I'm going to be using them on this guy. After that, I go into what was his deceased wife's closet. She has some really nice jewelry, like millions of dollars worth of bling. And I kind of go shopping. I probably took like $300,000 worth of jewelry that I still have to this day. So he comes home later that evening. He is with a woman. Now I just kind of, I obviously don't care about this guy, so like whatever. So I'm just cleaning and hopefully he just like leaves me alone. Him and this woman, I don't know who she was, but they were in his bedroom having a screaming match, yelling at each other for I don't know what. I mean, she didn't even speak English, so she dashed out of there and just left. I would have gone with her, but she didn't speak English, so. I'm mopping the floor, and he comes down the stairs and pretty much shoves me. And the floor's slippery, so I fall. And he aggressively says, "Get me my dessert." And that's when I decide that I'm going to get out of there and feed him those sleeping pills that I kept. I go to the kitchen and I cut him a piece of apple pie and pull the pills out of my bra and I crush them up and put them underneath the crust. And then I give him the pie and he eats it. And not too much longer later, he passes out. Like, he was out cold. He would not be waking up for a very long time. So now that he is just dead asleep, I go and I grab all my jewelry. Well, it was his deceased wife's, but whatever. It was mine. And I take all of that, take some cash that he left on his nighttime stand, and thank God the gate was still open from that woman leaving. So I just run out the gate and I am able to get a cab, and I got cash on me, obviously, that I stole from him. And I get them to drive me straight to the airport, and I book a flight home, and my parents never even knew what had happened. I just want to tell everyone that even though this only happened to me for 3 days, it felt like 30. I didn't actually marry him, but I was pretty much in his possession, and it could have been a lot worse. Like, I could have been killed or raped, or just more terrible things could have happened. But I just want to advise everyone watching that it is not a good idea to go on a website and be bought by someone you don't know. I mean, it's pretty degrading as well that I'm only worth like, what, $10,000? So just don't do that. I mean, there's lots of psychos out there. I even heard a story once of a guy who was ordering mail order brides and he was just killing them all. But this one was just hiring maids, it turned out. I was pretty stupid as well because I didn't really look into him that well, and apparently there was a lot of complaints about him on the website. And luckily he does not know where I am, and I don't worry about him ever finding me to this day. If you enjoyed this, click the like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time, my little devils.